Hey, so this is Deadmines. In this unassuming barn right here, there's a super secret dungeon called Deadmines, and today I'm going to show you how to tank it. It's been about a year since I've tanked Deadmines, probably a bit longer. I'm self-found, I don't have any buffs, I'm using a pretty bad weapon, but I am an experienced warrior. And though I might lose aggro, I'm gonna do my best here and explain every little bit along the way. I might have to stop and talk to my party members. A couple have indicated that they are also new. And hopefully I can explain everything that goes on and give succinct explanations while in the action. We're going to be taking it nice and slow today because nobody... does anyone have world buffs? Let's check. No world buffs there. Yeah, 32 minutes on the rogue. Yeah, okay. So, a couple self-foundies, but that's okay. Alright, we should be good to go. Let's head on in there. I think everyone's okay. So we're just gonna start. I have Taunt, I have Mocking Blow, and we're gonna kind of just start beating the crap out of some guys. I'm gonna keep my Battle Shout up. And I'm gonna Sunder Armor. Now, the only major thing that we have to really be worried about is these elites. There are elites and non-elites. You can tell which is which because of the outline on their borders. So, gold means elite. We can jump down here. This is normally fine. And we're just going to pick up a whole bunch of these guys. These are mostly trash. We clear through these all very, very quickly. We have a Defias Conjure up here. We ignore the little guys, and we focus on the big guys. And keeping aggro simply means that you see that when you right-click on them, their portrait, or your portrait shows up under the one you're trying to aggro. There are moves like Growl that tries to maintain threat, and Taunt, which forces threat, like Growl. Usually you want to greed when a green comes up. It's just good etiquette. But if it looks good for you, you can say, I'd like to need this, and then you need it. But don't mindlessly need things. This trash is going to run around. We're just going to plow through it. Not a big deal. Usually you just run through this to the dungeon, but in hardcore, nice and slow. Anyone need the quest for minor cards? Yes. Okay, so typically the dungeon is on the right, but we are going to go left, and we're going to go do part of this dungeon called minor cards, which is killing these skeletons and these undead up here. So these guys are elites. This is kind of outside the dungeon, but is part of the dungeon effectively. And we're going to take this nice and slow too, because these are dangerous, even if they are a lower level than me by 5. There's always the chance of death and suffering. We might have to come back and deal with these a couple times. They will respawn decently fast. And you can see that when there's a couple of enemies at once, I tend to keep aggro. Just because I'm using my abilities. Or sorry, I should say one enemy. When there are multiple enemies like this, things get a bit more spicy. we tab target through. So I'm pushing tab as I'm doing this to see if I'm maintaining aggro. It's okay to lose aggro for a bit, but you want to kind of pick things back up. See how that guy is tanking that dude? Perfectly okay. You do not have to be perfect. The only objective is to maintain most of the aggro. Damage will get distributed over a number of people. And all I'm doing to maintain aggro is kind of just hitting them. Hitting them, taunting them, plowing through them. Focusing on using my threat generating abilities. For a druid it would be Maul. For me it is Sunder Armor. And we're picking up these minor cards. Now, this is an important moment. I'm noticing that my allies, my healer and my mage are When somebody calls we stop and we wait for them to get their mana back. And then we continue on. I noticed that that guy ran away. So I tried to taunt him. You have to watch what the enemies do. I'm going a little bit fast-paced here, but as you can see, we're working one at a time for the most part. Picked up 3 here. I'm going to watch the enemies. That guy dropped, so I'm going to taunt him. This guy dropped, so I'm going to run back and grab him. And we have aggro on 3 of these, which is nice. Also watching my health, I was getting a little bit low there, which was uncomfortable. But we aren't really in that much danger. If I start getting low, what I can do is I can quickly use a potion. I've got some decently high quality potions for that exact purpose. Otherwise, we're just taking it nice and slow. Now you see this? How there's an enemy... Oh, you saw it there, but... How there's an enemy, like, isolated? What we can do for those guys is that we have the ability to shoot. Every class has some kind of ranged attack. We can use that to pick guys apart. Hold them from a distance without running up to them. I'm going to pull that guy over here with my ranged attack. 2 of them over here. You never want to exceed packs of 3, though. Packs of 3 elites. If you're going beyond 3, things are going off the rails. You want to aim for 2, but a 3 is risky, but totally doable. Whatever's within your power, essentially. Whatever you're most comfortable doing. But this is kind of just the progression as you pass down a hallway. You take enemies in groups. Take it nice and slow. And now we're just waiting for respawns. Typically, enemies do respawn in dungeons. There's some exceptions, but respawns are kind of dangerous. We're debating whether we want to wait for respawns or not. They're 2 of 4. You're 4 of 4. Okay. Respawns should be in 2 minutes. Yeah, waiting for respawns. So far, so good. I dropped to 33% once. Mostly the fault of the healer, but not a big deal. I'm mindful of when my health drops. I have a couple of tools that I can use to abate crisis, but I'm going to try and avoid using them. Unless absolutely necessary. I'm not going to potion this run unless I have to. I'm not going to make potions or anything part of my regular rotation. Somebody drowned in Black Fathom Deeps? I see. That's hard to do. Alright, summer up. Let's do this. Should be okay. Kind of a dangerous situation. But we were respawned on decently. So this is my target dummy. This is one of the most powerful tools I have at my disposal. But that's a when things go and hit the fan. Oh my god. Yeah, we got mega respawned on. Everyone's done. Okay, let's do this. Now we are heading over to Deadmines. So same thing as before, kind of picking up some of the greys. Care less about them. I'm gonna focus getting aggro on the elites. Is that good for me? It's not. So I'm gonna grade, because it's not better than what I have. That's a good weapon. Alright, let's keep keep on going forward. Again, taking it nice and slow. Let's pick up a couple of these guys. Right, we've got 2 enemies here. These are each elites. Just gonna be mindful of that. Okay, and now we're gonna walk across the way. And we're just gonna jump off into the dungeon here. And now we are officially in the dungeon. So you can see it's the same enemies as before. I'm going to drag this one back. What I'm doing is I'm breaking line of sight, so it has to come to me. It can't cast spells at me. You're going to see me doing this a good amount, especially in Wailing Caverns and such. But we'll pick up a good group of these. I'm going to drag them back. Okay. We'll grab this Defias Overseer. Okay, let's grab a couple of these miners. We don't have to full clear, but I'm going to for the sake of the video. Okay, we have a evoker rolling up on us. You don't really want to do chain pulls like this. It can lead to dangerous situations. Watch enemies that run away, like that Defias miner, who goes and gets all of his friends. And then after an extended engagement like this, we're going to take a break. We're going to let people get their health back and all that jazz. Looks like mana is almost back. We're going to let the healers get all the way back. And then we're good. We'll push in again. Grab a couple of these fellas. Typically, you don't want to loot in combat. Doesn't stop me, though. Right, let's pull over here. Grab a couple of these fellas. We have a Defias Evoker here, which is an elite. Same item just dropped twice. That's very funny. Right, and now we're going to head back over here. Typically, you don't want to take the whole thing, but nobody said they were a miner, so we're perfectly good to go. Whenever there's, like, a thingamajig like a item drop. Okay, this is the first big room. This is the first boss in the dungeon. So we're gonna wait. Now, this is a little bit tricky. Because this guy has two guys with him. We're gonna wait till he comes out. And when he's at his maximum distance, I'm gonna pull him. And I'm gonna pull him back here. We lost aggro for a second, but we can get it back quickly. Okay. Oh, I just got a weapon, I see. Now we have 2 additional guys. Typically you'd fight the fight with these guys included, but we were able to skip them by pulling the guy back. Highest rapier. That is quite good. Right, now same thing with these overseers. We're gonna walk through here once more. This time we're gonna have to be mindful of patrols from behind. I've told somebody else to take care of packs, but we will also be mindful of patrols. Basically, enemies can come up from behind on you and flank you. Just randomly. It's part of the dungeon design, is that they patrol from behind. There is a silver elite that spawns here, but not today. Silver elites are rare mobs. I think this one's name is Miner Johnson. Alright, let's return. Being mindful that patrols may come. I don't see a patrol. We'll continue on this way. It's a big group, so I'm going to throw a bomb. Just to take a bit of pressure off the healer for a second. And then we have one more guy. This part up here is the next boss room. This is the Goblin Workshop. Or rather, sorry, the Goblin Lumberyard. You should play this like this. I'm gonna shoot one, and then pull them all the way back here. And this is how we do this entire room. We pull everything back to the doors, constantly looking back for patrols. Okay, same with this. Now, there is going to be a boss in here, and we don't want to pull any enemies near the boss. We got pats. Somebody called for pats. So we're gonna kill these guys and then head back. Back here. Alright, somebody called Pats. And you can see the enemies will, in fact, be... Oh, they're returning back once they came. Okay. But you can see they spawn, they come behind you. That's a good call, nevertheless. So still pulling these guys back. My pulls are going to be a little bit more clean in a few moments. Okay, so you can see this needs Shredder. Basically, while he's down here, I want to be mega careful. So I'm going to pull this guy. Even that was a bit of a risky pull. This is good. Is it good? Still risky. You can see that he goes up to the top there, and that's when we want to start pulling things in the room. If we happen to pull the boss, no big deal, but for the most part, we clear the room, clear the boss, and everything comes back. I know it's one at a time, and I know it's slow, but it's safe. Okay, I'm going to do one more pull. All the boss is up there. There's also a guy here that I'm going to pull. Just scanning the room briefly. I'm going to taunt this guy back to me as I'm tab targeting between guys. That is... Is that just better than what I have? Hold on. My two-handed axe is too low. Alright, and now we do the boss. He just has 2 phases. But we will engage like this. He simply does damage. Okay. We are shredding him, keeping aggro. Healer is healing me. And he's gonna pop out like this. So there's a second phase. Okay, I'm gonna greet that. Grab this guy quickly. And you can see how my healer is low on mana. Shouldn't have pulled that. That's a mistake from me. And we will wait for them to have mana back. But enemies will still continue to patrol, so we should be mindful. I am going to eat some food. Should give me a well-fed buff. Right, we should be good to go. Now, a lot of these guys are elites. Even the ones on the walls. So I'm gonna be careful pulling them back. Right, I'm gonna get this cluster here. Now we are gonna get patrolled on in a second. I'm almost sure of it this time. Still looking back a little bit. Okay. Want you. We got 3. Jesus Christ, what is happening with this guy? Sorry. Big messy. I don't know why he's running backwards. What is happening? Why are they running away? I guess that one was fleeing. Yeah, quite messy. That was quite messy. But overall, we just kind of kept attacking. We didn't use a potion or anything like that. We just used a bomb. Right. And this should be the last one. Alright, this part is incredibly dangerous. Things can get really bad here, so we're going to be pulling back a lot. Up here, we can kind of just send it. We're going to be waiting for everyone to get through. But you might have noticed that enemies run away. You have to chase them down. You have to make sure that they die. These goblin craftsmen have AoEs. That was a good polymorph, so the mage can turn people into sheep. And you can see I got a debuff up here, so I need to wait for this to be over before I continue onwards. My inventory is full. Probably gonna get rid of some stuff. So right here, I'm going to pull this guy, have him come over. Now, I don't want to stand too close to the edge because you can see that there's enemies down there. So I'm standing kind of over here. Same with these guys. I'm going to pull them back. This dungeon has a few places where there are just enemies that you can pull off ledges. We'll head on over here. And this room is messy, so everything gets pulled back up to this ramp. I'm going to pull these guys. Now, if you see that they have engineer in their name, they are going to spawn an additional enemy. Guaranteed. So while this guy is in position here, I'm actually going to pull him over. And aggro him just so he stays in this spot. And I'm going to slowly drag him back. He does have a ranged attack, so I have to go into melee to pull him back. I'm going to get this goblin craftsman, and then we're going to have to deal with the bulk in the middle soon. this is good. This guy's wandering is good. Make sure that this guy doesn't go too far this way. I'm gonna run up to this fella, get him in combat, and pull him on back. Okay, so we probably want to get this craftsman now. I'm gonna have him walk over to me. Again, it's the thing where you walk up to the guy and have him pull back to you. You can't just engage them all from a distance if they have ranged attack. You get them in melee, and then you backpedal. Right, I'm gonna pull this guy. Alright, this bit here is a bit fucky, so I'm gonna wait till these patrol away. I'm gonna grab this lone guy. Now, it's the craftsmen that are only melee, and it's the engineers that have the range. This guy is gonna be frustrating, so I'm gonna Oh, there we go. Let's go up to him. Yeah, probably not a good idea with that fella right there. But wasn't so bad. Right, I'm gonna pick apart this guy. I'm gonna pull him way back. So you can also outrange them like this. So you can force the guy to come all the way to you if you go beyond his gun range, which is a good tool. It's a very good tool for maintaining direction. So it's like you have a leash, and you can grab the dog by the collar and pull him, or you can pull on the end of the leash. But everything in the middle is slack. So we're gonna do that here. Oh no, that's a craftsman. I thought that was an engineer. So we're just gonna go up. We're grabbing this dog by the collar. There's a good example over here. So we have two options. We can either go grab him by the collar, or we can pull him with the leash. I'm gonna pull him with the leash. And he's gonna come on over with his friend. Now, patrols can come down this way, but it's rare. It's very rare. Right, I'm going to... So this boss here is someone we don't want to aggro with everyone. It can get messy, but we want to pick apart the bits around him. And unfortunately, we're going to have to target the boss. So, skull mark. If I right click on their icon, you can see I did a skull mark. Skull mark is kill first. So everyone's going to be focused on that one dude. But I'm going to do 1 or 2 hits on this guy, just so that I have preemptive aggro right out the gate when we all switch to attacking the boss. Usually, you want to kill ads before bosses. That's a very nice item that dropped. A very, very nice item. That's a very nice item. The Great Druid item. The Druid asked permission, as you saw. Is it okay for me to need that as a Druid? So it's a culture of, you know, asking permission and all that kind of stuff. When there's good loot. Okay, I'm gonna pull these guys around the corner here. Now there's always gonna be, I believe, a patrol that comes behind us here. I forget exactly how fast it is, but the patrol will come behind us. Don't see a patrol. Right. We're gonna head on over this way. And now there's an item we have to pick up here that I'm gonna loot. They're just fighting some... Oh, is that... Oh, yep, that's a patrol from behind. I think. Alright, let's head over here. Now we're gonna simply blow up the door with the item we picked up. And this is where things get dangerous. So, new enemies, new area, and they are all level 20, which is near my level. So more time that they're going to spend healing me. More mana breaks. And I'm going to explain the safe spots. Everyone know safe spots? Okay, same thing as before. We're going to pull back. I'll explain them all as we go. But safe spots are basically areas that you can jump to de-aggro all enemies. If things go bad, you jump there. Right, so we're just picking this apart. Yeah, nice and slow. Shouldn't be much of a stress. Okay, same thing as before. We're pulling these guys back. You do not want to fall in the water. I'm gonna aggro this pirate here. I don't understand what that polymorph was, but that's okay. Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my god! I got insanely lucky! Oh my god! That's like incredibly rare! Holy fuck! It's worth hundreds on the auction house, I believe. Genuinely incredible. That's insane? Genuinely insane. I've never seen that before. It's a summonable companion that you can bring out. I had a 1 in 5 chance to get that. It's crazy that it dropped for me. Oh my god. Dude, it's wild. I got 2? Take the little guy out. Okay. There's ads ahead. Kill them first, please. Okay, I'm gonna eat. Three, 2, 1. So I'm starting to look worse for wear. Just being mindful of my health. Okay. Ads first, and then boss next. This guy is going to stun us.
Landlubbers are tougher than I thought. I'll have to improvise.
Usually happens around 50%, as I recall. And now he has a big, nasty weapon that can hit me for about 200. That is incredible. Holy shit. Holy shit. Yeah. No, I'm gonna put that on. So I'm gonna pull these guys back. The ship is mega dangerous. So we're gonna be super mindful. On the ship, you kind of want to watch for patrols around the ship and pull everything back. I don't know how to react. Okay, we're pulling back. And just clearing everything. Nice and slow. Okay, I'm gonna pull these guys on the left here. I'm watching for patrols, but everything is getting pulled back down this way. Safe way to do this, again, as a druid, is moonfire or fairy fire. I've seen both used. Great effect. Okay. Now, typically you clear this later, but we're going safe today. There's a boss there. A roaming boss.
Not enough rage.
Okay, so, ooh, we got rooted. Well, we might be forced into an early confrontation. Not so bad as the other ones. One-handed. Damn, unfortunate. Not the best loot, but... I mean, good loot for me, but... Alright, now, you can see that over here, there is a platform above. You need to treat this mega carefully. This can be incredibly dangerous. Alright, safe spots. So this beam is safe spot 1. You jump onto this beam. You simply just run onto it. Now, I don't want to fight underneath it. We're just going to pull everything back. And we only start fighting once we're sure that nothing else is pulled. That's a really good drop. Okay. Stay back. I'm going to go here. Okay. And we are going to simply watch. If nothing else pulls, we continue on. pulling back again. Okay, I'm gonna pull this guy. And we're gonna see what happens. We run back. Okay, it just seems to be one. If we got 4 or more, we would jump onto the pole. Okay. Stay. Yep, alright, we aggroed one up there. This should bring a couple. But that guy usually aggroes us here. It's a tricky one, usually don't see it, but you want to get that one typically first, just on this little platform going up. Go through. And we're going to bring everyone through. Waiting for everyone to come along. Right. And everyone's going to come over here. And we fight approximately right here. Ah, yeah, because that can happen. That can happen. So this is one of the reasons that this particular part is dangerous. Because you can do a lot of pulls at once. Imagine if that was like a 5 pull or something, you know? Okay, stay. This is a calculated pull because of these guys up here. We want him to follow this path down here, just so he breaks line of sight with the guys up there. I'm gonna have them stay again. Okay, pulling back. And again, it's a thing of picking apart slowly. I'm moving everyone up, and we're gonna fight up here. Again, mindful of the guys up here. There's always another level to aggro. Okay, and we're gonna move over here. Okay, now you see this guy up here? We do not want to aggro that dude. So everything we do is going to be focused on managing that guy in particular. Stay. And I'm going to bring them back down. Again, just because that guy's going to patrol along here. If we were all fighting up here, he would aggro us. day. I type stat. Okay, we're gonna jump back down here. Bring him on back down.
Need more rage. Not enough rage.
Right. I'm gonna call for come in a second. And we're gonna move past him. And we're gonna move up. And we're gonna move over here. Now, there are two bosses in a super tight area here. I'm gonna call for ads first. Yes.
Need more rage.
Okay, I got a bit of aggro, then I'm gonna work against the boss. Doesn't matter if that one de-aggroes, they will manage it in a second. Okay, that one de-sheeped, so I'm gonna pull that one out. Should be okay. Watching my health is good. Huge! Amazing drop. A absolutely enormous drop. Okay, I'm so bad. Anyone need... Fair enough. I will take that. Okay, this one is also dangerous. Ads first. Just kill them ASAP. When ads come out again, nuke boss. Ready? So, there's going to be ads next to Van Cleef. He's going to be marked as a square because we're killing him third. X is second, skulls first.
Not enough rage. Need more rage.
Okay, good stuff. Now we go for boss. I'm gonna bomb here. And I got a level. Yeah, you can see the healer's almost out of healing. Oh, that's huge. Cruel Barb is massive for them. Okay, I'm gonna take that unsent letter. Would I be cruel to roll for it? Would certainly certainly be a barb in the rogue's side. Right. Jump down and we out of here. And we just walk on out. And that is Deadmines, done in I think like an hour or so. GG's. I want to see how rich I am.